Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Professor Vanita Suman Kumar. So today I am making a video on company accounts which comes under Karnataka University, which are there for third semester students. In that company accounts, I have taken a chapter called Profit Prior to Incorporation. So here in coming 10 minutes, we are going to learn about the basic concepts of profit prior to incorporation. This is one of the easiest chapter and which is compulsorily there for your examination. If you concentrate on this 10 minutes, you will be definitely able to solve 10 mark questions which is under profit prior to incorporation. So please don't miss. Watch complete video, learn the basics, and please be able to solve the sum under profit prior to incorporation. And this chapter will come for examination compulsorily for minimum 10 to 15 marks. At least for 10 marks, it is sure. Okay, so let us understand this chapter with some basic concepts. So there are three words which is involved in this: profit, prior, and then incorporation. So you all might be knowing the word profit. Profit means something which is written from the business. Prior, if you want to know the meaning of prior, you should know the meaning of incorporation. As I already told you, we are studying one of the chapter in company accounts. It means we are learning each and every accounting aspect from the angle of company. So it means for company, what is the basic thing which every company should follow is incorporation. You might have studied this word incorporation in PUC and business studies because one of the important stage in starting a company, whether it is a private company or public company, and one of the very important document. Until and unless company gets this incorporation certificate, they cannot legally start. So that is why we call it as incorporation. Then what is this prior to incorporation? Prior means before. It means our company is getting a profit before incorporation. Now the question comes, when you are not eligible to start a company before incorporation, how can you run a business and how can you get the profit? That is where the concept begins. This profit prior to incorporation starts only when, if any person or if any existing company purchases running company in the market. A running company means what? Which is already there in the market, which is already doing the business in the market. Due to some reasons, now they are in a urge to sell that company to some other company. Let us understand this with some example. I'll write two companies here. One is A Limited and another one is B Limited. Both are the companies which are already there in the market. Now, A Limited wanted to buy B Limited company. If they buy B Limited company, again A should incorporate B Limited. Before incorporation, they cannot run the business. At the same time, as it is already a running company, they cannot stop their business. They cannot stop means they can't even stop production, they can't even stop sales, and they can't even stop any of the operations of a business. Then B will be operating as it is before purchased by A and even after it has been purchased by A. That is why the whatever profit B generates before incorporating will be called as profit prior to incorporation. Let us understand this with some dates. Let us assume A Limited purchased B Limited on 1st April 2018. It means this 1st April 2018 is purchase date, acquisition date we call it as. After acquisition, to incorporate B Limited legally, it might take some time. It will definitely take some time. Might be 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. There might be some gap between acquisition date and incorporation date. Let us assume that incorporation date is 1st July 2018. And as you all know, our financial year is a period of 12 months. I mean, every year, whether it is a financial year or a calendar year, it's a period of 12 months. When we start a year on 1st April 2018, we have to end it on 31st March of the next year, that is 2019. 2019. So now you might have got some picture. We are finding three dates here. One is acquisition date, another one is incorporation date, and the last one is ending date, year ending date. From the date of purchase, please remember this, from the date of purchase, from the date of acquisition till the date of incorporation. This period will be called as prior to incorporation period. What we call? Prior to incorporation. From the date of acquisition till date of incorporation will be called as prior to incorporation. Then whatever business done by B Limited in this lot, through that business, if we get any profit or a loss, it will be called as profit or loss prior to incorporation. This is what the meaning of profit prior to incorporation. But how many months it is? Start from April, ends on 1st July. It means April, May, June. So only 3 months. While calculating month, you should be little careful, because the moment when you see 1st July, the moment when you see July, April to July, your mind start thinking that it is a period of 4 months. It is not a 4 month. It is actually 3 months. From 1st April to 1st May, 1st May to 1st June, 1st June to 1st July. 3 months is a prior period. Whatever profit or loss generated by business in this lot will be called as profit or loss prior to incorporation. And what about this period? This period is called after incorporation. Again, you need to calculate the month. Need not to calculate from 1st July to 31st March. How many months? You might be knowing 12 months already. 12 minus 3 you can easily subtract, and the remaining will be 9 months. This is 3:9, and this we call it as, in simplification we can write it as 1:3, and this is called as time ratio. One of the most important ratio to calculate the problem, because we are going to distribute some of the expenses on the basis of this time ratio between prior period and after period. So let us move on to the next ratio, that is sales ratio. Why do we need a sales ratio? Before I tell why do we need a sales ratio, let me tell you how to calculate sales ratio. As I already said, company will make a profit before incorporation also, and company will make a profit after incorporation also. It means profit or a loss. When company should get a profit or a loss, it means they should do a sales. When they do a sales, we can create or we can prepare a sales ratio using that sales. So that is where the concept of sales ratio comes. Whatever sales company does, B Limited is doing from date of purchase till date of incorporation, we call it as sales prior to incorporation. Sales prior to incorporation. Let us assume in this given dates with respect to A Limited and B Limited, B Limited made a sales of 5 lakh rupees from the date of purchase till the date of incorporation. This sales we call it as prior to incorporation sales. When company is making profit before incorporation, then obviously company will make a profit even after incorporation. The sales which is made by the business, B Limited, from 1st July to 31st March of 2019 will be called as sales after incorporation. Sales after incorporation. Let us assume the sales after incorporation is 10 lakh. Now you got two sales. One sales which is made before incorporation and one sales which is made after incorporation. Using these two sales, amount of sales, we need to calculate a ratio. That ratio will be called as sales ratio. How do we calculate sales ratio using the sales? We'll write 5 lakh is to 10 lakh. And please be careful while calculating a ratio, you should write prior period sales first and then after period. If you write it in a reverse way, you'll get the ratio reverse. That should be kept in your mind. So what all common zeros are there that you can remove first? 5 zeros are common here and here. Now left out thing is 5 and 10. You can calculate ratio by dividing it in the 5 because both the numbers should divide in one table. 5 ones are 5 twos are. So 1 is to 2. This is sales ratio. This is also one of the important ratio which we require to calculate a problem or to calculate a profit or a loss before incorporation and even after incorporation. So this is all about some basics with respect to profit prior to incorporation.